So let me start. There's a press kit. If you take the QR code, and we will present also, share with the presentation also. There's images, high images, and the brief. Okay. So someone will know, but I should introduce the company because I see some faces are very new, and I would like to explain what is NGX Storage and what is the purpose of the build this company. So it's founded in 2015 after I left the National Research Institute of Turkey. We come with a single idea: storage should be simple, and storage administrator, data center administrators should not be deal with the complex problem to manage the data. So we come with the idea all things should be unified and should be easy to use. So we are targeting the external primary storage market and also the secondary storage market with backup, archive, and the cold storage. So we are operating in four continents now instead of United States, because they have a very dominant market, as you know. We have R&D center in India, in two region, because one of in Vancouver, because some of them are moved back to India. So we have R&D in Pune and Bangalore, also our headquarters in Turkey, Ankara. And also we have presence in Istanbul for the banking and the telco, because they are using the Istanbul finance center. So, as I said, the idea is very simple. We should manage all the data in a single system. We are not only providing the storage solutions, we are also integrating our solutions with the market leaders and semiconductors. We are developing our storage system with them. For example, with Intel, we committed lots of code to SPDK, storage performance development, which is now under Linux community, Linux Foundation. NVIDIA, actually it should be Mellanox, because we started to build our RDMA and high bandwidth network with Mellanox. In 2015, we are the first company to launch 100G networking for the storage and separate. We are also very good relationship with Sofia in terms of firmware and using their NAND in our systems. So we have a specialized firmware in our system with Sofia. Also, we are contributing to OpenStack and integration with our system, because OpenStack is widely used for the cloud operators, and it's very important for the drivers, support drivers for it. And Western Digital, we have a partnership with them, including their JBOF and their JBots in the EMEA region mostly. They can use our controller and their disk shelves to build solution to their customers. So there's a two-way relationship with Western Digital and Toshiba also for the mechanical hard drives. We have partnered with Atto for metro scale, metro clusters, and business continuity. And VMware and Veeam, of course, we support all of these, and we are certified as a VMware and the ready storage system. If I go with monologue, it's very difficult for me, but if you have any questions, please interrupt anytime, and we can discuss it. Yes. As NGX Storage, we are not targeting SMB business. We approximately shipping 1 petabyte of systems to customers. Of course, we have less capacities, 250, 500 terabytes, but as an approximate, we are giving over 1 petabyte of system to our customers, which are mostly telco, government, R&D institutions, aerospace industry, and also oil, gas, and healthcare and manufacturing industries, which are very, very big companies. And for example, TUPSA it's over 35 million subscribers. It's a very large telco and using our storage system for the regulation data, unstructured mass workflow, Turkish government, presidency, and lots of ministries using our systems. Defense industry, R&D industry, aerospace industry, and these are huge capacities. Also, we are providing these kinds of products to the European Union, mostly in Poland, closest regions also.
It is mandatory for them, for the Turkish government, to pick local or Turkish?
No. Actually, I see something in our regions, including all European regions. I don't think companies and people's like United States products or very major ones to deploy because they think these systems work much better. But if you look at bug reports, it's just not right. But as a predefined thing, so not mandatory. We are competing with United States and Chinese companies very, very, very hard.
So NetApp, for instance, or Huawei?
There's NetApp in Turkey, but
Huawei is not present? Huawei.
Our distributor,
okay.
Not by South.
Do you have any customers or partners in Germany?
We don't have any partners, customers in Germany. We don't have.
Yet.
Because yet. So I will explain lots of plans about that.
Can you tell me something about your revenue?
We are a private company and we are getting only 1 fund in the startup stage. And while we are getting lots of money in organically, we don't have any funds or investment. So all the money is a private held and we are not sharing the net profit. But it's we are one of the top players in our region, I can say that. And there's no, as I said, there's no role in Turkey. But while data sovereignty is a very big concern in current times, as now the political and geographical tensions are rising, and the AI is another thing. For example, a hospital worker can write your data to search Beyhan, what is the illness, and all my data going to United States or someone else, and they are profiling you, and they are profiling lots of people, and including health, financial, and lots of social data going to big data centers without our control. And as I know, European Union have some plans for data sovereignty. We are here for the data storage part, and we are ready to integrate all European countries and all European projects. I mean, if they have a cloud project, we can ready to give plugins and APIs. If they have a backup project or something, any kinds of software, AI agents, so we can give any kinds of plugin to interact with our storage system. Only if they drop a mail, we are ready.
Back to the region, Turkey and other countries around, is there several other companies doing storage, data management like you, or you are pretty unique?
We are pretty unique. Actually, we are pretty unique in the Europe also. I know some less companies just like us. The region have described because they have lots of startup and selling their company in the United States. Nothing to say about that. But as NGX storage, with this kinds of ecosystem and this kinds of product, we are mostly unique.
Back to the Ariane question when she asked about revenue, let me ask a question about the funding. Did you raise money? Did you need to raise money, or you are on private and your own fund?
That's very clear. When I did Turkish National Research Center as a senior researcher, I needed money to build this company. So one investor come and we take on the seed fund. From them, we are growing every year 80% to 300%. differentiating according to the economical strategy. I mean, COVID and Turkish government inflation or European inflation, just like these things. But every year we are getting near our profit 80% to 300%. So we are growing organically, not getting any money from anywhere.
How many people are in?
We have now over 100 people in our ecosystem.
How many?
100.
100.
Wow.
So when we speak, you remember we are
Yeah.
about 25 people.
Yeah.
So we are over 100 people and expanding.
That's worldwide.
So,
It's worldwide. So
Yeah.
in Asia and in,
yes, yes.
Majority is in India?
No, we have R&D in India specifically for the exascale product. Our unified product made by mostly Turkish and some European countries, but mostly in Turkey.
And the engineers you have in India come from some other storage competitor?
They are coming from different companies, of course, well-known, NetApp, IBM, Oracle, Dell, just like a lot of companies. So we have a very, very good engineer profile, and they are building a very good products for us. Okay. The question, how we are expanding our global expansion. I mentioned some of that, but we bring a new product. It's called as Exascale. It's a scale-out NVMe product working with end-to-end NVMe, and now we are shipping this product with software-defined solution. So any kinds of open compute data center from Europe, from Asia, from Middle East, can buy our software and install on top of their servers to provide data center grade, high available, sub-millisecond, hundreds of terabytes throughput system with ease. So they need only NVMe drives, Intel or any kinds of AMD CPU, x86 based, and a networking. Preferably RDMA supported, Rocky version 2 or TCP. So we are expanding with software on this strategy because in every region they have different regulations over the hardware. For example, India has India standards. United Kingdom now its own standard. UAE region JS standard, CE. And in Turkey, TCA, and different kinds of hardware makes complexity to make very fast expansions. So we are providing this as a software and also as an appliance for the high-end customers, I mean telcos and governments. So OEM partners, for example, OVH, can buy this software and install on their base systems. We are partnering with global vendors, including Supermicro, IES, and ASUS, some Taiwanese companies also, for the predefined SKUs that can customers buy and install our software, so they will come with that. And we are also expanding our global footprint in Europe. So Poland, Spain, we have installation base also in Malaysia, we have distributed in South Korea also, and we have large installation in United Arab Emirates also.
Which kind of customer do you have in Spain?
I think this customers coming from Western digital partners. So they are data center probably. I don't know exactly, but these kinds of business from Spain and United Arab Emirates coming from Western business. So they are selling their JBoss with our controllers to the data centers. Yes.
So I understand you right that you don't have any plans to expand in Germany.
Yes, we have.
But until when?
This year.
This year.
This year, we are planning to expand in Germany in this year. So we are speaking with some of well-known distributors and integrators to expand our presence in Germany also, because we have lots of installation in Poland, Malaysia, and South Korea, but we don't have in Germany and in Netherlands and other countries. And this driving is not much, but we are planning to create our own presence in Spain also. Because the business model is very close to Turkey, and Poland also very close to Turkey business. So it's easy for us.
Excuse me, what do you sell the most, or are you going to sell the most between the software solution and the hardware?
They are all buying our unified systems, current unified systems. The software system launched this November, and we have given POC also to the largest operator people. And some other telco, and this is a cloud operator, it's called named Mars. That's our first consumer, and they have over 10,000 of virtualization system running our first deployment for scale out. But these customers are currently using unified systems which are present later. They are hybrid and all-flash unified systems. So, for example, Poland's High Court using our system, Warsaw University, just like big customers using our system for their
There is a logo made in Europe. You have an office in Europe?
This is just like a made in Europe initiation, except in Turkey, also for this framework technology. So we are proud to say that this is made in Europe. But we are planning to open this year also, probably in Bulgaria or Poland, a manufacturing office. We choose probably Varna or Warsaw due to logistic issues, because we have lots of our warehouses in the Ankara, as you know, and in Istanbul. It's very close to the Varna with ship, and the flight logistics problem is very good for us for the distribution. So we are planning to create manufacturing also for demand of Europe.
Yeah.
But this is for the last accepted European Union Made in Europe agreement with Turkey and Europe.
Turkey is Europe.
Partly.
Partly.
Dus Asia wel, yeah.
But if you said lots of trade between the European Union and Turkey, so while we are not in European Union, but in the trade and the custom is the same. These are some practical things, but we are saying that we are here for as a European company, and we are investing in only Europe, not United States or some other places. We are investing in Europe and expanding our portfolio to Middle East and Asia region and Pacific. And Germany. Yes, I will inform about that in news. What we are solving, the problem is there's lots of different storage data types in the data center. Mass workloads, low workloads, object workloads. We are supplying this complexity with our system. So in our system, we can get all of them together. So we are reducing cost and giving the ease of use flexibility to the customers. And also, while these challenges are still in the market, the AI come to this picture. So AI needs massive access for this data, including our RDMA, InfiniBand, and massive parallel access for the training and other parts of use. They need microsecond or millisecond level access and huge amount of DRAM and NVMe systems for their workload. And as you know, the data is growing very exponentially. So this is the challenge. Bring all together as an NGX storage. We give a unified system as a solution authorized system as a solution can scale out NVMe and exascale and hyper or object. So each of them are speak with each and to provide a comprehensive solution for customers. For example, hybrid storage is mixed with SSDs and mechanical hard drives that can solve current problem in the market, because there is no NVMe or SSD in the supply chain, and their prices are high, at least 3 times now. So our hybrid storage can resolve these problems in this.
The two products already exist when we met you in Lisbon. The two first line. Yeah.
They come
And Exascale, FRIO, and PNFS
and
are
last
new.
4 years.
Okay.
They come in last 4 years. I will go over all of them in the field. So as I said, our approach to cover more use cases. If you have AI, if you have database, if you have virtualization environment, for all of them, we are providing a complete lifecycle storage system. So from the, as I said, if you have a backup system, we have unique backup. We can give you a large scale, tens of petabytes on the dual controller for in burst. If you need lots of IOPS, we can provide you all flash systems. If you need AI training, AI cache, cabling cache, any kinds of AI workload, we have Exascale. All of them are in a single vendor, and we are covering all use cases under NGX storage. So what we are doing here. So let me introduce our product family. This is hybrid system. It can scale up to 30 petabytes capacity in only 2 controllers. That's massive data. Yeah. And we have installation base just like that. These controllers can support thousands of mechanical hard drives and NVMe or SAS-based SSDs in these controllers. So we are providing fiber channel up to 64 GB. We are providing 100 GB networking for the iSCSI, SMB3, and NFS and S3. So you can use the system for object, unstructured mass, or block system together. And these systems controls are very unique. You can divide the workload to the controls. For example, controller A can handle block workloads, and controller B can handle NAS and S3 workloads. So each, the workloads cannot mix together, and this provides higher bandwidth, separating the jobs in the customer's data center. And while one controller could fail or you need to restart due to firmware upgrade, all workloads can be handled by a single controller. That's how much powerful they are. So it can, as I said, it can scale with nearline SAS and PME SAS. This is actually most selling product of our system and mostly consumed by the telcos. For example, Kalan Telecom.
If you want to support AI environments, I think 100 gigabit Ethernet
It's not enough.
is not enough.
Of course, because it's not for AI only. That's for unified system, can handle lots of tasks. But for AI workload, we can use this product in a different shape. I will introduce also that. So in the same software and with different optimization, we have all flash systems. These systems using storage class memories and NVMe, TLC, QLC, and also SAS 25G SSDs underlying. It also supports fiber channel, iSCSI, NFS, and S3 as a unified protocols, and it can scale up to 34 petabytes of capacities with different capacities. So it supports NVMe of JBoards, it supports SAS-based JBoards, all of them together. So it's Also very unique product in our portfolio. For example,
So to be sure to understand, so you how many drives do you have inside?
so this is a only controller.
It's just the control.
Controller.
Okay.
It has 24, but can expand thousands of.
Okay, and so you expand with
We can export with JBoard over SAS24G and 100G NGNEO.
And for the NGX Ash, the previous one, there was a drive inside.
It has drive inside 24 piece,
Okay.
and it can expand with JBoards.
So it's the same. Okay.
I mean, maybe I speak it, but does it have home storage or doesn't?
Sorry?
Does it have home storage included or doesn't? Now I believe it doesn't.
It has all storage, yes.
So up to 30.
No. This have a limited capacity.
Yes, how much capacity?
24 bay. On 24 bay, you can install different kinds of
Yes,
hard
but
drive.
what is the maximum capacity it has internally?
Internally,
Yes.
24 bay
One
minus
1.4 petabyte
1.4 petabytes.
from your data sheet.
They are different products.
Gen 2, no.
Gen 2 and they
For flash,
one six
no,
four
the
four.
maximum is 6,
There is
6.4.
four different products of flash area.
Maximum is
Ah.
6.
Go down.
Maximum of capacity.
Go down. Go down. That's fine.
Okay.
So you can go up to 34 petabytes.
So you say-
24
yeah,
multiplied by 122 terabytes of QLC.
you said it's a dual controller. Is it dual ported SSD?
Yes, dual port SSD. We are not using consumer-based or data-centric grade. We are using always enterprise-grade hard drives. There is no setup. There's no single port. All of the NVMe's and the SSDs and nearline SAS also dual port. There's no exception.
And the SSD you use are from Kioxia.
We are most using Kershaw. Also, we are working with Samsung. For scale-out NVMe, we are using Kioxia, Solidigm.
SanDisk, no?
We are also using SanDisk, but they are just like speaking of the Kioxia. You know, they are using Kioxia X models. So we choose Kioxia.
No Micron.
No micron. No micron. So 24 multiplied by 122 terabytes of NVMe in a single one. It's a small one. You can go up to this capacities. Our 2 petabyte per second.
That's good. Google, how many of these devices to take up?
Thousands of them.
Thousands of. Okay.
There's a one. This is 2048 piece. 2048 piece of SSDs can be attached to all pieces with JBoards. It can scale this. So this, as I said, these are using the same software stack but different optimization according to the workloads. All of them have a very user-friendly way. And because when we ship the product, we don't want to waste of time. In 5 minutes, you can launch the system after physical installation. You push the button, and in 5 minutes, you can start your workload without exception. That's what we are doing between our GUI and the backend system. That's a very well engineered for the deployment side. So when we ship in other countries, we are sending a small documentation, and in 5 minutes they are ready to run. That's it. We support inline compression, data application, team provisioning, zero detection, all kinds of efficiency on those systems. So we have different rate levels and hierarchy coding 1, 5, 6, all of them actually, including triple parity and three-way mirror. We can mirror not like RAID 1. Also, we can mirror 3 disks together. And additionally, for Metro cluster, we can have 4-way mirror. We can mirror 4 disks together. in a stretch metro cluster. So this system can handle all kinds of workload according to customers' needs. And as I said, we have a metro scale cluster solution. There's two metro solution from us at top reaches and built-in TCP/IP replication with NGX Storage own software. So these are used in production nearly 6 years with most critical environment in Turkey. So we have that also. And use cases of these systems is most virtualization. Our customers mostly using VMware because ease of use maybe, I don't know, or familiarity. And virtualization side, we are supporting KVM, Proxmox, OpenStack, CloudStack, all of them, and virtualization, Xen. And databases, mostly PostgreSQL and the Oracle customers, they are using our system, but we have a different approach here. Our unified systems have a variable block size alignment. For example, in database, Oracle using 8 KB block size. MySQL using 16 KB InnoDB block size. And for example, scale-out database systems, vector search using 1 megabyte and bigger data chunks. So our system can optimize their block size according to their workloads. For Oracle, we have a predefined schema and workload is 8 KB aligned. There is no additional writing on really, no application. VDI use cases for all class CCTV. For hybrid systems, they are writing to the all-flash system and aging in the mechanical hard drives. We have lots of use cases just like that. HPC, one of the Turkey's biggest HPC, and Turkish Aerospace using NGX Storage to develop helicopters, and drones, and new jets for the simulation and other things. They have also partnership with our Rolls-Royce and some British aerospace technologies. As I said, media entertainment, business continuity, disaster recovery. As you see, all use cases. For example, log analysis. Turkish Airlines, one of the biggest in the world, using NGX storage for the log analysis. And they are collecting all flash, and we are providing them a S3 destination, and they are using our systems. That's the biggest one, for example. And what we are coming next is NGX XSCA. So, according to your AI question, we bring a new solution to the market. This is end-to-end NVMe. It is using in the background RDMA, remote direct memory access, to speak between the controllers. And for the customers front end, we are providing both TCP and RoCE, RDMA, RoCE version to access. So you can start 3 node and expand to up to 8 node, as I remember. So it can scale exabyte in the data center. So we are providing this as a software, and as I mentioned in the beginning. So the idea here is expand capacity with the performance. There is no bottleneck in these systems. Metadata, data, all of things are scaling together. There is no single point of failure, and there is no bottleneck in the scale. We resolve all metadata and data path issues in the modern storage workloads. So this is the case solution for any kinds of high performance requirements. It's end-to-end NVMe, don't need any kinds of expensive SAM directors or something else, or InfiniBand switches. So you need TCP or RoCE support switches. You can switch, you can buy from lots of vendors. There's lots of vendors in Europe, in Asia, and China, also in Turkey. So you buy switches and start to build your own infrastructure on top of this software. As I said, it's a sub-millisecond latency end-to-end NVMe, and no dependencies for the expensive ones. Only you need a Ethernet card or proxy switch. That's it. So this resolves any kinds of AI workload, because we are providing this as a block, and you can install software on top of any file system, cluster file system, or you can use this as a cable in cache for the cloud workloads. That's what we are providing here.
Could you, how many tens of petabytes at the moment? You say?
So in a small cluster, we are starting with 80 petabytes.
80
80
petabytes.
petabytes.
80.
Oh, 80 petabytes. And you can scale up to exabytes. So this is a very small one, starting with at least 3 node, Bluetooth Core and the other architectures. And you can scale up to 8 petabytes of the system. But the future release would be much more capacities. In some point, it's meaningless to scale, because at this point, you will hit the switch mesh networking issue. So consolidating the network is another challenge. So we designed to scale up to 80 petabytes. It's a huge capacity. And if customer needs to scale, they can build another cluster between them.
So does it mean the future versions actually will use another kind of network link card?
We are currently support up to 400G with Gen 5 PCI bus. So Gen 6 coming in the network in the industry in servers. So we will support 400G, 800G according to the performance will rise. So when customer buy this with 100G, they can need only replace the 200G or 400G Ethernet cards if they support the PCI bus. But currently, assume that they have an old generation, PCI 4, and they want to switch to PCI 6. They will shut down one node, replace the server, install the hard drives on top of them, run it. That's it. And do the same, all of them. So with live system, on live system, they can increase the performance and create a new generation of storage workload with this. That's very easy.
So they even switch down the system. Right.
Yeah, yes, that's very easy. Is there any question at this point for this product?
No. So this is purely GBOD, right? GBOF.
There is no GBOF. So they are all of them are servers. They have storage class memories and QLC drives on top of that.
Okay.
Storage class memories acting as a write ingestion. So when you write to the system, you are directly writing to the storage class memories. And we are replicating your data between this as a 3-copy. Write ingestion, a 3-copy instantly. Then there is a RAID 6 data layer. So they are QLC, which is cheaper and high capacities. So we are writing your data in a very fast layer and staging your data to the capacity layer.
So RAID 6, no erasure coding.
We are not using erasure coding. RAID 6 is very simple and we choose that. Actually, same thing, same algorithm, but keep it simple to provide much more performance on top of this. So we choose that.
So just double parity.
Yes, double parity.
Double parity, but what is the size of a RAID group?
We are grouping into 6 disks.
6 disks.
So 2 disks here, 2 disks here, 2 disks here. Each have 2 disk storage class memory and 1 metadata disk also. So metadata and storage class replicated 3-way and staging coming to the RAID 6 layer from 60s for the stage.
Among these 6, there are 2 for parity.
Yes.
Okay, so you lose
One.
two among 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me, did you say this is the software version?
Yes.
These small groups.
Then the storage comes from someone else.
These small groups.
Storage camp, I mean, these are servers now, just like regular servers. And on top of that, they have,
Yes, but it's not your server and it's not.
this is not my server. You can use Supermicro, you can
Yeah,
use
yeah.
any kind of blockmate or
Do you
timeout.
certify the servers? for
Yeah, we are
your
certified with Supermicro and IES now, IES IPC Taiwanese company. And new ones is coming abroad, probably Asus and IES.
Why you didn't use Erasure coding to improve the utilization rate? Because finally,
This is for AI. They have also just
For
So what-
AI and for keeping the performance as much as possible. So erosion coding has its own problem. We need to reduce the bandwidth between them, and the easiest way to get the same protection level with RAID 6. So we are protecting as a group of them, not all of them. So these data protected inside this tree, these data protected inside this tree, and data itself, logically, can be shared all of them. It's a shard. So if I lose this, there is no problem. These two have. If I lose them, there is no problem. All of them is high value and work. And the replacement is very easy. You can replace the broken hardware and put the power on it. That's it.
so the red 6, the red group is within the chassis.
Yes.
Okay, if you lose the chassis,
No, I mean, two disk here, two disk here.
okay,
two disk here.
across.
So
Across
if you
chassis.
lose one, you have all
Okay.
data here. So
Okay, across
immediately, if you lose that, immediately start rebuilding on top of
Okay,
the other
okay,
spaces.
okay.
There is no space accounting just like a traditional way. So if you have a huge cluster, your data is split all over the nodes.
Yeah, except the utilization rate is very low because it's 4 among 6.
Yes, we are losing some capacities, but we are gaining lots of performance on top of this. So that's the trade-off. While we are choosing QLC for data, to reduce the cost and the budget for the customer. So we choose RAID 6 here for simplicity and use QLC for the capacity and the keeping in the budget. So that's actually
And the red 6 you use, the code you use is available from the other NGX product. You reuse the same code.
No.
No?
No.
Why?
So we in unified system we are using EC. We are saying creative, but what's the EC code? This is simply designed for the high workload. That's written from scratch, specifically for scale out NVMe. It's not just like a resolution of the dual controller system, because in a dual controller system, you can access from only two controllers. While you scale, that's a huge challenge. In an engineering perspective, there's a lot of challenge. We try to resolve all of them to keep performance under control and the budget altogether, and including resiliency, availability, and then performance, all of them together. So this is the decision, and this is the market.
Any plan to add Erasure coding in the future?
What kind of thing you are asking?
Any plan to add Erasure coding protection?
No, it's
No?
the races. On races. So there's no red 5 or triple part. Actually, we are supporting triple part. Disable that because we don't think. Even we have for storage class memory plane 2 copy. If customer wants 2 copy only, we can give that, but it's for the archiving also, not for the restricted to uploads. So basically, from Supermicro, IES, or any kinds of from HP or Dell, you are getting a server installing NVMe drives, which will give the firmwares and the supported CPUs and networking models to you, and installing our software on top of them, and you are ready to go. That's it. And the other product we are coming here this year is the NGX Storage CEO. This is a scale-out object storage. We built this for the competition with other vendors, which they have a scale-out. Actually, we don't need that because our hybrid system can scale, as I said, 30 petabytes of capacity, including for the object. But we have some challenges in the tender documents. They want the scale-out system, and we decided to build from the ground a new system. As previously, 4 years ago, we used it in our systems for this, the mini-IO. Now we write our own system. But this is a pant-only block storage, and metadata database scale with nodes. And the servers can be 24 to 60 drives in each. So basically, we are using our hybrid controllers without a node, or single node. So 24 in a single node or 60 in a single node servers. They support 200G connectivity between the backend and the frontend. And we are supporting 100G, not 200G. Also, we are using SSD and BMS for metadata tier and for the accelerating the search and analytics business for all the object storage. It supports, as I said, TCP and RDMA is coming. SH over RDMA is coming for this product also. We are supporting erasure coding here, as you asked. It has erasure coding because the approach is different here. So S3 object is not a performance center. It's a capacity centered product, and they need a huge capacity.
From your point of view.
Yeah.
From your point of view.
So this is sorry.
I said, from your point of view, object storage is not about performance.
As I said, we are bringing RDMA, SH over RDMA also. So that means we will provide a performance metric.
Because there is some very high performance object storage on the market directly connected to NVIDIA GPU farms.
Yeah. So the basic idea for the SH over RDMA is that I know that. So we are from the beginning supporting NVMEs for the storage class memories, and for the ECN replication for best performance. Currently, we have only 200G, but as you said,
so this one could be even faster from exascale.
I don't think so. Exascale is a very, very different approach. So in a manner, in a workload, yes. In some kinds of workloads, K-value workloads, for example, this could be faster.
Yeah.
But for the generic workloads, exascale outperforms all of them.
And it depends if it's read or write, because you say you use storage class memory. So for writes, of course, it's very fast.
Yeah. It's very fast. But for the read, there's no bottleneck for the QLCs. QLC is also very high. So there's no bottleneck in the exascale. But as I said, these products was not targeting the current AI hype. So this is for the large scale archiving and other purposes. But if customer wants AI workloads over SH over RDMA, we will come with this also.
So you position this essentially for secondary storage.
Yes, for secondary storage, most secondary. Because we are driving lots of nationwide projects in different countries. They need a scale-out object storage for this type of workloads. And as I said, it has distributed metadata and data, and automatic load balancing, geo replication, and all kinds of workload. Erasure coding and replication copy is very also important. If customer needs a budget system, can use a Raspberry Pi, which is slow. And if they choose the very fast system, we are also supporting two-way or three-way copies, even four-way copies at these systems. That's also very, very new. And lastly, our approach for the AI workload, again AI workload, but for the different perspective. This is the file system perspective. So our NGX systems can be used as a scale-out file system. Current unified system can be used as a scale-out file system on top of parallel files, parallel NFS. And that support RDMA and TCP access over 200 GB interfaces. So what we are doing here, very uniquely, you are basically installing an NGX storage alpha system, which is NVMe storage class memories, complete NGX storage class memories for the metadata, on metadata. And other systems, these are also dual controller, all flash or hybrid, depending on your workload, what you want to do. If you need lots of capacity in a budget, you can use hybrid systems, or if you need massive performance in AI, you can use NGX alpha controllers with SAS SSDs. You can scale up, just like this. This is scale up, and alpha can scale up also. So that means 30 petabyte, 30 petabyte, 30 petabyte, exabyte capacities. So what we are doing here, we don't use any east-west traffic for EC, because we don't need that. Each controller has dual channel.
What do you mean easy?
Erasure
Erasure
coding.
coding.
So,
Erasure coding. Yes, erasure coding. So what we resolve here, as I said, we don't have EC or RAID traffic between the controllers. We don't need that, because all controllers can handle RAID calculation inside of this chain. It's chain, it's in the backplane. So there is no traffic to disrupt your workload. So if one node fails, immediately the other node take the workload and start working. While NFS is a stated protocol, it is a one or 2 seconds freeze in this case. And this is provide 6/9 availability or 6/9 availability for the customers with massive performance. Each of them assumes 200 G. 20 gigabyte, 20 gigabyte, 20 gigabyte, 20. There is no limit for that. If this cluster fulls, you can create another cluster just like that. That's our response for the file system in AI business. You can, any kinds of GPU can connect here, terabytes of throughput can be achieved on top of these systems. And without any complexity, because we have already solved vertical scaling with our unified systems, and we are getting all of these systems together to provide scale-out file system for parallel NFS. That's what we are doing here. That's very simple, and for the management wise, there is no complexity. All of the systems can handle their problems inside. So they are in the market over 10 years, and there's a proven availability of them. So we are only expanding the metadata over NGX alpha systems, which are very fast CPUs and storage class memories.
Don't know if you cover this. How many MDS do you support?
This is dual control, 2 MDS.
2 MDS?
Yes, not in fact 2 MDS. So if this for one cluster, one MDS as a system, one MDS, dual controller, one MDS. For additional cluster, you are going to secondary one. So it looks like the pure storage exa, but it's a different approach. They are using EC between controllers. We are not. It's already resolved. There is no east-west traffic. Only the traffic coming with them is a parallel client traffic. So even with TCP, without RDMA, you can get terabytes of capacity performance on top of that. That's our response to the AI market.
So in order to extend this question, one file belong to only one DS.
One file belongs on one DS.
Okay. In other words, you don't stripe at the file level across DS.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessary. In this scale, it's not necessary. One file in one.
It depends.
No, not depends. If you split, you have a east-west traffic now. But each of them has 200 G. And if you saturate with one client or some client, it's nearly, how can I say, it's not feasible, it's not logical. We keep this design as simple as possible. And that's our response for the, as I said, to AI workforce and data lakes in the current market. So it can compete with fast, Weka, pure storage, and NetApp, all of them. SMB3 and S3 is an plugin on top of that. They are not scaling just like that. So we have a shared file system underlying. So each controller, instead of, additionally, can provide S3 and SMBs on top of that. If customer required, if customer needs. But as I said, these are our current hybrids and support all the protocols together. We are not scaling SMB. We are scaling PNFS, and on top of that, SMB S3 is coming together.
As PNFS is essentially, it's an extension of NFS, yes. And the role is essentially controlled by the NDS. Can I connect other data servers exposing NFS v3, for instance?
Yes.
Because normally I should.
You can.
Okay, good.
In this situation, one of the controllers getting the NFS3 traffic and redirect it over.
Yeah, of course. So I can consider your DS, but I can also plug my NetApp,
yes,
my FlashBlade, blah, blah, blah.
You can.
Okay, good. Because for investment protection, it's important for users.
It's easy.
Yeah.
You are right. You get the point. So other vendors can consolidate under our systems also. Because this NFS3 as mentioned, NFS supports extension PNFS. So we are also supporting consolidation. And I think that's all from my side. Okay. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. For the specific one or the expansion. For the expansion one, as I said, we are after 10 years we are starting to expand our business with the European region, and we are investing in countries to increase our presence. Germany.
What about Switzerland? It's quite a small market.
It's
not your first time.
It's not a small market. Money-wise, it's
Yeah.
very big market.
So you know,
Probably it's bigger than Turkey.
Financial sector.
In financial sector, it's probably much bigger than Turkey. So we are also considering that. Basically, what we are doing is playing the same game with others. So we are approaching distributors and trying to find the best distributor to match with our proposal. And so they have already have vendors in their portfolio, and they don't want to compete sometimes. For example, if some distributor is very engaged with NetApp, they don't want to sell that. Just like this, we are trying to approach which is feasible and possible to work with us. So it's take time, some time, but we are planning presence in all Europe, including manufacturing and in also the offices, and the workforce also.
Since you introduced a new product, all of the new products, the free, are available today.
Yes.
Okay. How do you charge for all of these? By capacity, by...
Unified systems are selling as an appliance, but we have a different model, just like us in Spain or in United Arab Emirates, driven by Western digital business. We are selling capacity license. We are selling only controller controller licenses and the capacity license. And then Western Digital include their JPOD to deliver their customers. For scale out and being exascale, we are setting also capacity license. That's it.
In terms of pricing, you are pretty aggressive.
That's a very good point. Thank you for doing this. In this current market, I believe NGX Storage is the very competitive company and can bring solutions and deliver the systems to the customers better than the competitors, because we are not trying to increase our prices just like market increase. So our prices are very competitive against the United States and Chinese companies for now, because we are cutting our budgets and profits to support our customers. Because we are trying to expand our installation base and support the region with just like a pricing scheme.
So you mean you make a lot of efforts to run the
So prices are, for example, we did tender. This tender integrated perspective. That's a Turkish Airlines, as I remember. It's a correct one. The price, non-price and TRM price, hiked extremely, double in our region. So server provider and storage provider didn't bring their solutions, and integrator have faced a penalty. So we come to face, reduce our prices, give the product, and give them some components to use in their servers, and the integrator bring the solution. Yeah. We are trying to support our integrators and distributors as much as possible, and also our customers. But of course, our prices are hiked some, but we are trying to keep as much as long. And we are always negotiating with the semiconductors to give us a supportive price for our customers. Because this project is not big, just like United States. They are printing the money and giving here. So we are using USD, so not like that.
And often the problem of the customers in France, and I guess it's the same thing as well in Europe, it's the delay to receive the hardware.
Yeah.
Do you have something special to tell us?
Depending on the project, we are now delivering in 1 month, mostly in 1 month.
Mm-hmm.
If components in our warehouse currently, we are mostly delivering in 1 month.
Okay.
So we are very good at this point for it. We have enough stock, depending on the project. I'm not applying that. For example, if some customer wants hundreds petabytes of QLC, there's just like that. If they want, for example, 10 petabytes of QLC, yeah, we can deliver it. Just like that.
Because there is a problem also at the moment with the non-memory, and so the price of storage media is really increasing, and there is a kind of shortage, I guess.
Yes, there's a shortage, and they hit us also.
And so, how do you manage it?
We are trying to manage it, and we have different responses for them. For example, as I said, we have unified solution, hybrid ones. So according to customers' requirements, we are going over an engineering phase, analyzing their workloads and bringing their high IOPS capacity to limited amount of flash or NVMe and other capacities with hybrid systems. I mean the mechanical hard drives. So we are consolidating workloads, analyzing them, and giving the better solution for them. So currently, we should accept that no one can go with all flash systems. That means the failure, the budget failure or the logistic failure. No one can give tens of petabytes of system now. That's a problem. But with different approaches, just like us, we are in a very good situation in the customer's eye. I believe that.
What about go-to-market? You mentioned resellers. Do you sell sometime direct?
No.
Never?
Never.
Okay. And are you looking for OEM in some countries or?
We are working with some OEM with South Korea. And some projects for the United.
Let me give you an example. So you select some hardware for the server, for the heads, etc.
Yes,
Yeah. They can consider you as one of the provider for exascale by Supermicro.
Yes.
Yes. As the answer.
We are in a proposition now. You will see some SKUs, NGX Storage Supermicro solutions in their website. So customer can buy Supermicro, pre-installed NGX Storage softwares on top of that exascale, and they can use in every car. That resolve our problem in the hardware regulation. So because Supermicro is very big.
To continue on this, what about SmartNIC, DPUs, things to offload, let's say, some processing or data processing things to the NIC itself, the network interface or intelligent processors?
This provision.
Eraser pudding.
For instance?
Yes. As you mentioned, some key-value workloads in S3 provides a GPU direct access, and we are planning to give them as a TPUs. And also, for the exascale, we are exploring using TPUs in our systems. But from testing, currently we don't need that. We don't need extra layers or cost for the customers, because we can saturate 100 Gs or 200 Gs very easy in some seconds. So if you need additional computation, performance needs, we can consider at this level, but currently not.
Okay, so Hyper-IO is your object approach.
Yes.
There is the other one with PNFS, etc. Back to, if you can go to exascale slide.
Yes.
Okay, exascale is a block device, a block storage for primary.
Yes.
So there is no way to expose these with an S3 or NFS.
No.
You need to put a head on top of this.
Yes.
Okay. And there is no plan to add, no?
We are planning to develop some container-based services on top of that. One of them is Lustre file system on top of that, because each node can speak with each other with RDMA already. So we can use our NVMe devices, export NVMe devices, which are also user space, not kernel space, for the Lustre file system. We are providing Lustre to the customers with the project by project, but we are planning to install some container-based Lustre on top of it. Also, S3, Hyper-IO S3 software can be installed on that. Our engineers are exploring that. While this is not in the production, I don't mention that.
So this is a 2U appliance.
2U, yes.
Okay, what is the capacity of the 2U?
Currently, you can use 24 bay. So three is going to storage class memories for write ingestion. One is going for the metadata. It could be NGX.
So there is 20 in red. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So 20 in red, and so in 6 we are using all 18 pieces of QLC disk plus 1 spare. So 17 disk for the data spare, and
so 17 multiplied by 122 terabyte if you use this one.
200 terabyte, 140 terabyte.
Okay. So it's not super dense.
It's actually super dense.
You think so?
Yes.
What is the densest today on the market?
Depends on the workload. It depends on the workload.
Yeah.
If you need something for the design for the full dance, you can use different types of E3 based disks and this is what This is specifically designed for the performance and the scalability.
And we are speaking raw capacity, no dedupe, no compress.
No, we
this
are
is
speaking
raw.
Raw
Okay.
capacities. The upper was not in page.
Yeah, because
It's-
IBM Flash System, they announced a few things recently, but with data reduction techniques, and they reach around 10 petabyte for 2U, but with data reduction. Okay, 10 petabyte with data reduction. But we met another company who deliver 11 petabyte in 2U raw.
Yeah, could be. Depending on the use case, as I said.
Yeah, but
If you
11
want to
petabyte in
use-
2U.
to want to
Make the math.
11 petabyte in a single system, and if one component fail, look what's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
How can you rebuild this data? That takes years, a lot of time. That's, in some points of, as I said, it's the part of workload. You can go lots of capacity. We have also very high number for the duplication. In our lab test, we can see thousands of times the duplication. But in production usage, it is impossible. So in a theory, in a practice, we are testing that in lab 2,000, 3,000 times the duplication ratio.
Yeah.
But when you break in production rate and capacity, it makes nonsense. Because when some component fails and you try to record that, you should read a massive amount of metadata. That even this takes months.
How do you
With
protect?
current CPU space? It takes months only metadata.
How do you protect the metadata drive?
3 copy.
Yeah.
All of them are 3 copy.
And you hack when the free copies are.
3 different systems. Right here, right here, right here. Always your data and metadata has 3 copies. 4 right there and for the, as I said, RAID 6 data ingestion, the staging is meant to going to the QLC drives.
So I'm not sure you answered the DPU smart NIC questions.
I answered.
You answered
we,
it?
we are going to go with the high prior for
Okay.
the RDMA
Okay,
to
okay.
increase our.
What about
performance.
FPGA? FPGA? No? Okay.
Because we are very exploited with Intel's libraries and their CPUs on top of these systems. And SPDK also aligning with the Intel architecture. So there is no FPGA requirement here. Good.
What about delivering a parallel system like PNFS, or let's say in the PNFS philosophy, but without any file system layer on the data servers, like Lightning file system from Dell? Because on the data server, there is no file system layer. They receive block address directly.
Just like this.
Hmm?
Just like this. This is a block device also. We are receiving.
Yeah, but the other is there is still metadata server. It's exposed as a file system with a POSIX client, okay? And then you receive the address on the data servers.
No.
Yeah, Lightning is working like this. I ask if you plan to do some similar things. No,
This is a block device specifically for the-
not on this one, globally, on the on other one. Yeah.
We plan to go more in direction software, like I mean, you have these appliances, targeting the software version, software only.
Yes, we have a software.
And yes, then I'm going to go in that direction, like leaving the hardware out one day totally, or are you focused on both?
For the enterprises, I mean for banking and the government scale, we will provide this enterprise with the hardware together. But some customers, especially cloud customers, have their own infrastructure on top of open compute servers, and they don't want to buy hardware from the vendors because they bound all this hardware.
But I mean, this is not the area we're getting. This was going to be applied for AI environments and so on. So you did talk about hyperscale. So that's why I'm asking. if you want to focus more on software only.
That's
whole
as I said, for the hyperscalers, they will not want to buy hardware.
Yes, no, but I mean, so this is for hardware, for hyperscaler, like,
Hyperscaler can use that, also cloud. It's a multiple process.
yeah.
So we will aim to with software, if customer wants software, if they want
So you
appliance.
will do both?
Yes,
For-
if they want appliance, we can ship the appliance also.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I covered a lot of things.
Yeah. Do you embed some open source modules in any of these products?
Open source also, of course.
Or-
All people have.
For instance, for your
Linux kernel is
Hyper IO, do you embed some open source for, let's say, open
If
source
you are-
database, for instance, for
If you are mentioning the S3 for the, I just like it, no. But if you are asking for the databases, yes, we are using the database.
which one? MongoDB, things like that?
I think we use the fork of the Redis, I don't know its name, the Linux Foundation for the metadata in memory.
RocksDB?
We have also RuxDB.
Uh-huh.
We have also RuxDB. It has RuxDB, but
It has to be fast.
it has RuxDB, but the idea is here different. We replaced all RuxDB code nearly, so it's rewritten for our scale-out approach. So idea is coming from RuxDB, but we forked with RuxDB. It's not RuxDB, same RuxDB in the GitHub. This is completely rewritten for the NGX Storage CEO.
So NGX exists for a few years.
10 years.
Okay, how do you answer to the risk potentially you represent for a big company saying, oh, I would like to buy Exascale, but I'm not sure the company will exist in the next 3 or 5 years?
Yeah, from the beginning of from our first month, they are asking this question.
Of course, this is a risk.
We are
This
in
is
the
a
10th
risk.
year. 10th year. Yes. This is the same for the other companies.
So how do you answer this?
We, as I said from the beginning, we are getting lots of money. We are just like a cash machine now, and we are increasing, as I said, every 80 to 300%. So we are in the market. We are here, and we will continue to be. That's it.
Yes, but I mean, you can have a big brokers you and come to us and pay such and such,
From precise,
whatever. I mean, somebody wants to buy you for whatever.
if somebody wants to buy us, they will continue the company. That's the stage.
They will what?
If somebody buy us,
Yes.
for example, to continue the business is their problem, not my problem at this time. So, but currently we are a private hub and we are not selling anything because we don't need it. We have money, we are earning money, we are getting lots of good customers in all regions, and we love what we do. We love to bring products as a competitive one, and we love engineering. Any hard question from you? You're thinking.
So you sell only appliances.
For what? For unified-
Exascale is an appliance.
Exascale will be appliance and software to it.
Okay.
So if you are a telco and trying to cover all SLAs, including hardware changes and anything else, they are going with appliances. Or if you are a government, they are buying only appliances, not software. Software is for the cloud operators and telcos.
Okay.
Because they already have large amount of servers and open compute systems in their environment. So they don't want to buy appliances because they don't want to be bound vendor lucky. So they have all they have all own hardware and they want to install software on top of that. For example, Meta using their own hardware to some pure storage software, as I know, or power scale from Dell. Google buy some IP from them and install it on top of their own servers because they are too large. And
For pure, this is true.
yeah.
They use Purity software. Yeah.
Yes. Just like that. For example, if I go to OVH, if I say I want to sell my plants, they laugh at me. But if I say I have a software, and I will say that I have a software and you can install on top of your servers without any additional investment, and they have a very good hardware recycle in their portfolio. You know what they are doing because they are operating a large scale.
Honestly, I understand what you said, and this morning we received the opposite comment because many people said MSPs, which is they said they love appliance.
That's interesting. If they want a plans, we have a plans.
Yeah.
We are ready to
Yeah.
provide.
Maybe
But
it's always
MSP are not service provider, are just smaller company that are selling
MSPs are not
service.
service providers, you said.
Yeah, service
Okay, so
provider,
SP,
something
what does it mean, SP?
MSP, managed service, can be a small company that
No, but
manage-
SP in MSP, what does it mean? If you said it's not service provider.
managed service provider, managed
Okay.
service.
Manage, so
Not
manage is totally
cloud,
different.
not cloud
Totally
service
different.
provider.
They are
Cloud service provider.
They have advisors and some engineers to support the customer, as I know. So maybe they can choose appliances because managing appliances is very easy accordingly, right? That's the point. But for the cloud providers, they have
Also
their
the-
own automation, virtual environment, and their own networking, storage, and compute gear. So they choose this.
And they have a lot of recycle.
Recycle.
Because they have all the
So,
hardware.
as I know from the Western Digital, they said to me, Google, for example, they don't have any SLA or something, not SLA, report mechanism for the broken hard drives. So they simply have a huge truck taking all the broken hard drives and give it to the Western Digital. Do what you do, give my new ones. But for end customers, assume you are a small business, you should fill a paper for them and an RMA request. It's broken, this report. They are not dealing with any kinds of paperwork in scale. So they will not try to deal with the appliances also.
So you can sell pure HDD model, pure SSD, and mixed. For the mixed, do you provide some internal mechanism to tier data from SSD to HDD?
Yes, we have. We are a flash tier mechanism for that. We are collecting all the data. It's actually know the protocol here. So if you are writing with object to me in a unified system, we have flash layer. This flash layer encapsulates all the metadata and the small files in this, and it can be scaled with 3 copy. So we are protecting your data always with 3 copy mirror in the flash tier layer. So we are collecting all the metadata of the object in the flash tier. Also, the log files or tag files. I mean the small files, very small files. So in a mixed environment where object storage will fail, very small files and very large files. In our solution, it's already so. For the block, we have keeping some pointers and moving the data for the read and write cache to provide better access. And for the file systems, we are also keeping the file system metadata on top of flash tier. Also, we have write cache for the underlying mechanism for the mechanical hard drives. So when you write, you are instantly write caches, and we are collecting your metadata in the flash tier, and data is an object for the file or on the mechanical layers. So we can achieve tens of gigabytes just like that.
Move to the other slide after that on Hyper IO,
Yeah.
or the other one after that. Okay, so for this, does the content you store can be exposed at the same time with multiple protocol?
Yes.
the fact that I write on S3 can be read immediately through SMB?
For NFS, not SMB.
Okay.
And will you affect, for example, a software only?
This one applies. This one can NGX storage or flash applies. As a
Yes,
method.
but I mean, will there be a software only
No.
version?
No, it's very complicated because our software, unified software, has very deep integration with the hardware, our controllers. Our controllers, firmwares, backplane firmwares are directly speaking with our software. So they are all our IP and we are not exposed. So this is not a generic product. This is a reviewed product for the customers. And always coming as an appliance. Currently, only Exascale is a software-defined solution. Enterprise software-defined solution.
Good. What time is it? Last few questions before we conclude.
Okay.
Jan, Tobias, Lynn, Linda.
So yes, just a quick question, just to be sure to understand. You said only Exascale is a software-defined solution, but actually on the other, it's also it's not in firmware. The software, the fact that you share by NFS or S3 or
This one?
why do you say only Exascale is a software-defined solution?
Yeah, because we are selling only as a software-defined solution, Exascale. Others are bound in an appliance.
Okay.
Yes, this is-
I misunderstood.
Okay, this is appliance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you want to create a scale-out parallel file system, you are using these appliances. But if you want to use Exascale end-to-end NVMe speaking, so you can buy our software, install on top of, for example, Super Microservice.
Okay.
And the slides before this one is the list of the five. No, the other one with the 5 product. Where is the 5
Okay,
product? Okay, so except Exascale can be sold in 2 flavors, software and appliance.
Yes.
All the other are
Appliance.
appliance only.
Yes.
Okay.
This is appliance and software. Other ones are appliance. Because this one using this